Sponsored by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace.
Oh, hi there. It's me, Jordan. I'm coming to you live from my echo chamber. Josh is here too.
Yeah, pretty great echo chamber we've got here.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I think that's why it's an echo chamber.
Man, I love everything you say.
Yeah, and the same for you.
We all have echo chambers, don't we? The internet just makes it all so darn simple. Validation has never been easier.
Seriously, Jordan, this echo chamber is so nice. I love what you've done with the walls.
Thanks. I really think it makes the room feel bigger.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard to talk to people you disagree with. It immediately puts you on the defensive.
I loved The Last Jedi.
What? I hated it.
Is this a personal attack against me?
No, I'm not personally attacking you, but I do feel like the fact that you liked the movie is a personal attack on me.
What? I'm the one being attacked here!
Oh, give me a break. You're acting like such a martyr. If anybody's being attacked here, it's me!
How could you not like The Last Jedi?
It wasn't good!
It was subversive!
It's become so tough these days to have actual conversations with people we disagree with, which is a very bad thing. Because if you can't talk to people with different opinions than yours, then you can never grow. Unless you're 100% right about everything in the whole world, in which case, none of this matters and you can carry on just being right about everything.
Thank you!
Guys, it's important that we all maintain the ability to communicate with each other even when our precious opinions on things differ. I know it's a tall order, but for the sake of society as a whole, we have to bear this cross. So here are a few things to keep in mind when dealing with these confused, deranged people who don't share in your enlightenment. Okay, so the first one is to just try and find some common ground. Sure, maybe what this person believes is toxic, perhaps even, God forbid, problematic. But maybe, just maybe, there is some common ground between you two. But how do you find it? Well, call the All-American Rejects because I'm about to tell you the dirty little secret. Everyone thinks that they're in the right. No one is trying to be evil. Aside from the Illuminati, nobody wakes up in the morning and thinks,
Oh, wow! Another day to make the world a more evil, horrible place.
everyone thinks they're doing what's right. And that's why it's important, too, to keep in mind that just because someone doesn't agree with your solution to a problem doesn't mean that they don't think that the problem is a problem. Let me explain with an example. So you know how politicians always give the bills they want to pass these insultingly condescending names?
Today I am signing into law the Save the Poor People bill. I care so much about poor people that I am signing a piece of paper to end poorness. Save the Poor People bill.
Oh, thank God for the brave politicians who have the courage to sign the Save the Poor People bill.
I'm not really sure I necessarily like all the details of this bill.
What? You don't want to save the poor people? You monster, you!
You have to avoid thinking this way. See, because if you can just strip your opponent of their humanity by falsely assuming that they don't have any, well, you've just given yourself permission to treat them like the scum they are, right?
Oh, wow. Another day to treat people as less than human because they treat other people as less than human.
Vicious cycle. This leads to something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is when you say something to someone that their brain, it's just not prepared to hear and thus cannot receive. Their brain literally rejects information. Isn't that sad? What's that? Oh, no. You can't suffer from cognitive dissonance. It's something that only afflicts the people you're trying to enlighten. If they try to convince you that you are suffering from cognitive dissonance, well, I don't even know what you would call that.
Wow, I can't believe how triggered he is simply because I shared my opinion. Wow, it must be so sad to be that close-minded.
I have one more piece of advice on the topic of talking to people you disagree with, and honestly, it's probably the best advice I have. That's right, I saved the best for last, and I didn't even say that I was going to save the best for last at the beginning of the video, darn it!
Oh, that would have been great for our retention rate and watch time.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, come.
Oh, gosh.
Here it is. Instead of trying to let people know what a genius you are and how much you have everything in the whole world figured out all the time, instead, just ask questions. Just ask lots of questions. So instead of saying this,
Oh, really? That's what you think? Well, let me tell you what I think.
instead, ask a question.
Huh? So tell me, why is it that you think that?
He does care. Look, I know it's nice to try and prove that your position is the correct one, but it's also good to ask people why they think the way they think, and then keep asking them questions. Maybe, at a certain point, they won't have an answer, and that'll prove that you're right. Yeah! No, look, okay, you're not asking people questions so that you can catch them or something.
I gotcha.
No, you're asking people questions so that you can understand other people's perspectives. And that shouldn't scare you. It's okay to expand your mind, I promise.
But he's not going to expand his mind. If I give up 1 inch, then I lose.
Maybe so, but you're being a good example for how to have healthy communication. And eventually, we're gonna need someone to be the better person here or else. Boy, I could use some of that cognitive dissonance right now, you know, to protect my brain from the natural conclusion of what happens when people stop being able to talk to each other. Oh boy.
Stay tuned for a scene from our next episode.
Guys, we are now at the very end of the year. If you were thinking about starting your own website in 2017, you're running out of time, I'll be honest. Thankfully, our friends at Squarespace make it so easy to get started. If you've got a passion project that needs a website, head on over to Squarespace and build your website there. With Squarespace, building a website is super easy. They have beautiful, award-winning templates that will have your site up and running in minutes. Our website is run on Squarespace and we love it. There's no coding, no headaches, just a great website in minutes. Squarespace has everything you need to keep your site up and running too. It's an all-in-one platform, which means that once you're using Squarespace, you have everything you need. No patches, no upgrades, nothing like that. You can display your portfolio, your resume, or launch an online shop. And you can also set up a custom domain really easy as well. So if you want to get started before the year ends, make your next move at squarespace.com/cow. And use that link because if you do, you're gonna get 10% off your first purchase. That's squarespace.com/cow. Next week on Messy Mondays, Jordan and Josh admire their echo chamber.
Seriously, it is so nice in here.
I agree.
I really like that it can be anything that we need it to be, you know?
Yeah, and we can just stay in it for years without ever leaving.
Yeah, exactly. It would be scary to leave the comfort of this room.
Yeah. But what if we changed things up?
Like what? You want to paint the walls white or something?
What do you think, this is like a Christian movie review channel?
Oh, no. No, we'll stick with the black, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ha!